It's a true story. All my stories are true. There was somebody that I know very, very well, very hush of a person, and he went to a certain place where that, of all the places in the world, is known to not really understand how to be makarev properly. And unfortunately, they have a lot of issues in that location. And he was talking to one of the very chashava people in that place. And while he was meeting with this guy, who was a chashava person, considered a chashava askin and a chashava good person, a couple of kids went rollerblading by. They were standing in front of a house, in front of a place, and a couple of inzire heilige neshamas, our holy neshamas, natznias and blasting music on boombox or whatever they called it in those days, right? And on rollerblades, they went rollerblading by. A couple of these kids who are troubled, challenging, struggling kids. And this guy tells my friend, seething, angry, we got to get the garbage out of this town. So here you have a chash of a person, and he looks at neshamas as garbage, Rahman al-Litzlan. And that's his idea. We're going to throw the garbage out. Recycling, we will separate them, girls and boys, recycling and regular. I don't know which one is recycling, the girl or the boy, but whichever, get rid of them until we have to. That's how we're going to solve the problems. We have to get the garbage out of this town. And my friend, who's a very chashuva person, put his arm around him and said, Reb Yid, I have 2 such garbages like that in my house. He has 2 kids off the derech. And he went, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Now here's the godless, because I told you, I wouldn't have the composure. It hurts me so much that people should take struggling souls, or any soul, and put them down, and look at them like a neshama, a chelik l'kami mal, mamish. You don't have to be Chabad to know that. This is core belief of all Judaism. And they're struggling, and they're usually hurt, by from people, and they have their story. And to just call them garbage and neshama, that guy with the beard, and he's off the derech. He is so off the derech. And I'm putting together, I have a collection, almost 5,000 stories of Gedolim. And they were never, ever thinking like that. None of them, Litvish, Chassidish, none of them thought like that. Your father was a major Gadol. He ever thought like that about a neshama? He hugged his family who was struggling, and he hugged kids with tattoos and garbage, a neshama. And this guy is such a tzaddik. You all know him. I don't want to embarrass him on video and say the name, but I'll tell you afterwards. You all know him. And he went ahead and he said, no, it's okay. Let's talk about it. And he realized this is his limitation. And now that I'm here, I have a chance to change his perspective. Now that this happened, that he called it garbage in front of him, and he said, I have 2 in my house, he was ready. Now, he felt bad. And now that he felt bad, I call them garbage, Hashem's children, but I don't feel bad. But when it's your child, then all of a sudden he started feeling bad. Opportunity to change his perspective. So he said, no, don't worry about it. Let's talk about it. And that took such gvura. I mean, unbelievable. And it's his own kids. And his kids are home. And his kids he didn't throw out, and he's not embarrassed of them. And he's a very chashuv person. And he has a lot to be proud of how he's dealing with this Nisayon.